Nice one, cool dudes. I am in the beautiful Cotswolds and I'm about to undertake a walk from Tetbury, where I am now. It's a circular walk because I'm going back to Tetbury, and I'm going to visit the Westonbirt Arboretum, which is the National Arboretum. So if you like trees, you're in for a tree eat. I hate myself. All right, let's get going. There's only one thing left to say. Good luck, everyone. Especially me. My kind parents are here on holiday and they had a spare room in their holiday cottage, so I've joined them to do some walks. And what emerged this morning is that I have problems pronouncing arboretum properly. I was calling it arboretum, all sorts of things. I am 49 years old. Then my mum reminded me of when I was reading Harry Potter and I called Hermione Hermione. What words, cool dudes, have you mispronounced? My nan once said patio doors instead of patio doors, and that stuck with her for about 40 years. Please write your mistakes below. Nice one. I'm filming this in June 2025. June is probably my favourite month for walking. Big fan of spring. Also, not too hot. Some early drama, cool dude. I just got stopped by an unmarked police car, and he was having a chat with me to see what I was doing, because I'm right near Highgrove, which is where the king lives. And has an estate, so this path goes around it. So I had to explain to the officer what I was doing, and he said to me, "You're not allowed any drones around here because it's a no-fly zone for drones." He was just checking I had no drones. Pretty exciting stuff. Who'd have thought drama like that in the country? I've just realised the police officer must have seen my walking companion, Ploppopotamus, as well. He probably thought I was absolutely mental. Right, Ploppopotamus, you're not in trouble with the police, are you? I haven't asked if Ploppopotamus is a royalist or not. Talking of kings, this part of the walk is actually on the Monarch's Way. It's not to do with King Charles, it's to do with, well, it is actually, but King Charles II, who fled the Oliver Cromwell and went on this huge route to escape all the Roundheads, and it's 620 miles or something. Here's the route here, it's around 600 miles, and this is part of it. Interesting, right? 600 miles, that's an even longer chase than the O.J. Simpson one. This feels as though it's one of the most affluent areas I've ever walked in, mainly because all the other walkers I've encountered are wearing gilets. That is normally a sign you're rich or a Polish builder. There's some sort of playing field here. I don't know if it's polo or something. Possibly. Hello. Hello there. Hello. Here's a good horse. Look how cute that foal is. I'm a big fan of copper beaches, like this one here. I think that's one of them. I love the colour. I think I basically just got a free entrance to the Arboretum. I'll try and get something from the gift shop. It just reinforces just how good trees are for the soul, I think. It's so peaceful. It feels like you're in the company of wise old men. I don't know if that makes sense. I absolutely love it here. It's great. Optimus is also enjoying himself. Behind me there is a coastal redwood. And one of my ambitions is to go and visit all the giant redwoods in California. One day, fingers crossed. I feel like a moron. I had bench greed, which is when you walk past lots of benches and they aren't good enough and you carry on going and there are no benches. When am I supposed to have my lunch now? It's your own fault, you greedy, stupid bench pig. Our typical sunglasses Marek comes out to victimise me when I'm at my weakest. That's right, the sign of a good bully. Lunch Cool Dudes is water. Stickers available on the website. Ham, cheese and mayonnaise rolls, cheap Tesco's chocolate bars, cheese onion crisps, a banana, strawberry laces, and perhaps controversially, what could be my new favourites, yes, more than strawberry laces, Tesco's banana bites. Sweet fruit puree with a yoghurt flavoured coating. Look how healthy they are. Just had to navigate my way through an almost impossible to find public footpath in the golf course. It's always on golf courses, they don't mark them out, which makes me hate all golfers. Anyway, cool dudes, I was sitting in the graveyard looking at the gravestones whilst I was having lunch, and I was wondering whether graves are the best memorial for people, just a stone with someone's name on it. Wouldn't it be better to have a huge library and each person has sort of their life documented in a book and that gets entered into the library when they die so everyone can look at it? I don't know. Other things I think that you could do to give value to people is perhaps planting a tree for everyone when they're born. Do you have any good ideas for memorials or ways of remembering people? Please write below, I'd love to hear them. I'm having to rely very heavily on my walking app, this Outdoor Active app, code below for discounts, because this is very poorly marked out walk and seldom used public footpath, I think. But I am on it, I hope. I'm worried that policeman's going to shoot me from earlier. There are electric fences all around here, so I'm very worried there's a bull in one of these fields. I hate walking through farms. This is my worst nightmare, the cow field. Hello there. Seems to work if you just talk, and then they don't seem to bother you as much. The wind is picking up. Will I have to use my infamous hands-free umbrella? Only time will tell, cool dudes. Cool dudes? I can't even say it properly. With the wind picking up, this wooded path is a little bit spooky. I'm glad I'm not alone, right? Right, Papa Artemis? Right. I re-watched the feature film animation of Wind in the Willows, made by Cosgrove Hall, is that right? Back in the 1980s. And this path very much reminds me of when poor Mole gets lost in the woods whilst he's looking for badger. I hope the Stoats and Weasels don't get me. Let's make it into a Wind in the Willows game. You are Mole. You are lost in the woods as the darkness comes. Which path do you take to Badger's house? A, B, or C? Choose wisely, my friends. 3, 2, 1. If you chose B, you fell down a well, never to be found again. If you chose C, you got attacked by the Stoats and Weasels and beaten up. But if you chose A, you made it to Badger's house in the wood. Nice one. Straight ahead is Highgrove, which is Prince Charles's estate, and we're going to the right. Unless he sees me and invites me in for a cup of tea and asks to become a Cool Dudes Walking Club member. Into the final mile now, Cool Dudes. I'm feeling quite tired. I think over the 9 mile mark. I just feel tired all the way now. It used to be 10 miles. It's a sign that I'm getting older. I hope you enjoyed this walk. As usual, if you want to help me make more walks, and you want to use these emojis, and you want to watch all these extra videos, and you want to be entered into a prize draw, you can join the club if you like. You just choose one of these tiers to pay each month from the YouTube page, and you're automatically entered into the prize draw. Thank you very much, everyone who helps me out in my mission to become a proper YouTuber. When I bump into people and they ask about YouTube, they always want to know how much money you make out of YouTube. Well, for me, you get about £1 for every 1,000 views I get from advertising, and most of these videos get about 5,000 views, so that's £5. And then from the memberships, you take 70% of the fee that you pay. I get 30% YouTube get, but there's also a card charge because Visa and MasterCard, so it's an extra 15p. So that is what you make. So say I have 750 members, most of those are £1 per membership. For each of those I probably get 55p. So you can work it out from there. As for equipment, what do I use? Well, I'm filming you on a GoPro 10, which is now quite old, with a media mod. And from that media mod, which is basically a case, I can attach a microphone and an adapter goes into it. So that's what I record it on. GoPro's about £300, media mod's about £880. These are about £150. But this GoPro's playing up lately. So I think a DJI action cam might be the next thing I save up for. I edit on a MacBook Pro, which is expensive. They last about 5 years. And I use Final Cut Pro, which I paid for something like 12 years ago. So that's still been a great investment. I think I've got a bit lost here. Hang on a second. Back on track. And I also have a hard drive which I put all the files on. They cost about £150 for a 5 terabyte hard drive, which lasts me 6 months or so. I make quite a lot of videos on there. The real thing with YouTube is the time it takes to make these videos. Probably take me about a week, 1 day doing the walk, 2 days looking through maybe 150 clips. And then I have to go and do a rough edit. It takes another day. Then do all the sound, add all the sound onto it, and then add the cartoons, and then do all the things on the socials and all the information. It's about a week to do a video. So if you're starting, what would I say to use? Just use your iPhone or any phone, I think, and edit on iMovie or whatever you can. But everyone knows what to do these days anyway, don't they? I hope that was interesting, cool dude. Nearly there now. That is it, cool dudes. Back where we started. A total of 9.9 miles. Yeah, I know I finished. 4 hours and 26 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that. Prize draw coming next. Only one thing left to say. Stay cool. What interesting YouTube equipment information, and also an interesting walk. But what's this? A beautiful picture of a field near Tetbury, framed original watercolour. This can be yours as usual. I put it on eBay. The link is around here somewhere or below, and the starting price is a paltry £8. Bid now. Don't worry, it's okay, I think. Okay, before the prize draw, the only thing to say is, as usual, merch and key rings are available on CooldDudesWalkingClub.com here. Here's Plophotomus inspecting some new key rings of himself, which will be available. And it is time for the prize draw, where everyone who's a member of YouTube is automatically entered. Number 1 is the longest serving member. Number 767 is the most recent member. And yes, there are 767 of you supporting me on here. The prize this time is for these wonderful postcards of insects by Rather Good Art. Check out their website here. Badges, stickers, a spotter's handbook, a postcard, art cards and a birthday card, all drawn by me. A sunbathing Marek keyring, and a map of Britain. What a great prize. It's time to say, random number generator, generate me a number. Generate 212. And the 12th, what am I talking about? Longest serving member is ABCS Grazemark. Here is your picture, your logo here. Please email me at cooldudeswalkingclub@gmail.com and with your address, and I can send you this prize. It's time for the keyring gallery coming up now. Remember, please send your keyrings in landscape mode rather than portrait. And I can only put a couple at the most from each person because I'm getting quite a lot. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And only one thing left to say. Stay cool.